The unsettling story of BTK serial killer Dennis Rader. American serial killer Dennis Rader, also referred to as the BTK Killer, terrorized Wichita, Kansas from the 1970s until the early 2000s. His method of operation was bind, torture, kill, hence the letters BTK. Rader's crimes were distinguished by their meticulous planning, victim stalking, and sadistic nature. On March 9, 1945, Dennis Rader was born in Pittsburgh, Kansas. He displayed animal cruelty as a child, which is a trait shared by serial killers. He appeared to have a typical life, getting married and raising 2 kids. Rader was well known in his neighborhood as a Cub Scout leader and the head of his church congregation. He also worked as a compliance officer for a nearby security firm. On January 15, 1974, Joseph Otero and his family's home were broken into by Rader, who committed his first known murder. Otero was a 38-year-old father. Joseph, his wife Julie, and their 2 kids, Josephine, age 9, and Joseph Jr., age 11, were all strangled and bound by Rader. By sending letters, poetry, and drawings about his crimes to local newspapers and TV stations, he started his habit of mocking the police and the media. Rader continued his terror campaign over the ensuing years. He repeatedly stabbed Catherine Bright, age 21, to death in her own house in April 1974. Shirley Vian, a 24-year-old mother of 2, was kidnapped from her house in March 1977 by Rader, who eventually killed her by strangling her. Rader frequently collected keepsakes from his victims during his murderous rampage, including trophies and pictures. The BTK killer's activity decreased over time, and the investigation was abandoned. However, Rader reappeared in 2004, writing a number of letters to the media that sparked new interest in the case. He enclosed a floppy disk in one of his messages, despite being ignorant that computer forensics could identify him. As a result of the disk being tracked back to Rader's church by the authorities, evidence from the crime scenes and Rader's DNA were eventually matched. Rader was apprehended on February 25, 2005, more than 30 years after he first tried to avoid capture. He confessed to 10 killings committed between 1974 and 1991 while being questioned. Rader gave terrifying details about how he tracked his victims, broke into their houses, and carried out his sadistic fantasies while displaying no remorse for his horrible deeds. Dennis Rader entered a guilty plea to 10 charges of first-degree murder in June 2005. 10 consecutive life sentences, without the possibility of parole, were imposed on him. Rader is currently serving his sentence at the El Dorado Correctional Facility in Kansas. The BTK killer case involving Dennis Rader serves as a sobering reminder of the depths of human depravity. His planned and ruthless crimes stunned Wichita's populace and had a long-lasting effect on the families of his victims.
Subscribe to our channel for more chilling tales. Join us and stay haunted.